Alright guys, so in this video I wanted to go over something that's been really highly requested. A lot of people want to know what I eat on a daily basis, and so I decided to take some pictures of what I am eating and just put it on like the screen right here and talk about it, just because I think it's a little bit easier for me to do it this way. Now, first things first is that I am a robot. Like, I literally do the exact same things every single day. I love having a routine, so people ask, like, is this what you eat every single day? Yes, this is quite literally what I eat every single day. And this is what I've been basically using to bulk all year from, basically I started off my bulk in March. I was 193 pounds, up to basically my average right now has been 199.9, which is basically 200 pounds. So basically since March through November, I've been able to gain roughly a pound per month, a little bit under that. So like, I'm really happy with it. I've been able to keep things like pretty clean. I would say like I'll probably gain like a couple pounds of body fat, but probably gain about 6 pounds of muscle. So really happy with that, with my advanced training age too. So wanted to sort of walk through what my diet has looked like recently to really bump up to 200 pounds. Now, prior to this diet adjustment upwards, I was maintaining my body weight on roughly at like 199, and then with a very small increase up in calories, about 120, 150-ish calories, I have been able to be maintaining around 200 pounds, give or take the day. So I want to just go over exactly what that's looked like. So as far as my diet goes and what I'm eating. So I am eating around 4,500 calories a day. Now, just for context, I am very active. I get like 20,000 steps per day. I do 25 minutes of cardio per day, and I do train 6 days a week for 2 to 3 hours per day. I'm in the gym for like roughly 15 hours a week, just lifting weights. So that goes into my energy expenditure and why I can eat a good amount and still stay, around that 8 to 10% body fat mark range year round. And with the way that I do and make what I think is okay progress. So basically, what I do first thing in the morning is I'm going to drink 16 ounces of water, just to be hydrated, and then I do not eat anything until about 2 hours after I wake up, just because I want to get started with work. I have calls, I have clients, etc. And you don't need to eat as soon as you wake up, contrary to a lot of people think. What matters mostly is just that you're eating at consistent intervals that make most sense for your lifestyle and what you can adhere to. So basically 2 hours after I wake up, I'm going to have some egg whites with some low-fat sausage, and then like I basically a lot of fruit. I basically have a lot of strawberries and pineapple, and that's where how I get my fruit in for the day. I'll put pictures of that up on the screen. That's about 2 hours after I wake up. I wake up around 8 a.m. So or 8:30. And usually I'll eat around 2 or 3 hours after I wake up. So usually between around like 10:30, 11ish. So I'll start, I guess that's most like 3 hours after I wake up. And then I will do some more work for another 2 hours. Then I'll have another meal around 1:30, and that is going to basically be a lot of rice cakes. I love rice cakes. I love like crunchy stuff, and it's a really easy way for me to get in lots of carbs in without it upsetting my GI tract. One thing to note too about my diet is that I have celiac disease. I can't eat any gluten, so all this stuff is gluten free, which has been kind of a pain in the butt to figure out. But this is what I found works best for me. So I have basically some rice cakes. I have a protein cake that I make, which basically has protein powder, gluten-free flour in it, some pumpkin puree. Just you can't taste it; just has some moistness in the actual cake. I'll put on some PB2, just powdered peanut butter, and then I will put on some sugar-free syrup on that too. And I'll have like a couple protein bars as well with that for my pre-workout meal. Usually I eat that, head straight to the gym, and I am lifting within about 45 minutes of eating that meal. Because I am relatively lean, I can eat a meal and just go lift. Like, it's not that hard for me. Roughly having about 30 minutes to hours is enough for me, especially because pre-training I'm using like a lot of simple carbohydrates that just don't have a lot of fiber, so it just goes in and out. And that's one thing I do recommend to a lot of people with pre-training meals is you want to keep it simple. You want to have simple carbohydrates that just go in and out of your system, low fats, moderate protein, just so that you can just go and lift. And then after I'm done lifting, what I'll do is usually driving home and doing some work check-ins, about 2 hours after I lift, I will have my next meal, which is going to be usually a big salad with some potatoes, and then I'm going to have some popcorn. Again, I like crunchy stuff. It's a great way to get in fiber. This is just low-fat Orville Redenbacher Smart popcorn that I have basically two like corn tortillas, and like this is a celiac disease thing. I put like a pizza on like the corn tortilla with like some turkey pepperoni and mozzarella cheese, and then I'll have like a Dashville taco with like chicken on it. And then I'll have I use my Ninja Creamy all the time. I love ice cream, and I make a protein ice cream. I have that too for my post-workout meal. Now I don't eat right after I train because it doesn't really matter a ton. Like if you eat closer to your workout, it just matters that you're eating at consistent intervals. Like technically, the closer you do eat to your workout, you are more sensitive to amino acids and muscle protein synthesis. So like that is something to like think about, but I don't really worry about it too much, just because like it's not that big of a deal. People that stress out about having protein like really after their training, unless you're training fasted, you're just missing the forest for the trees. If you train fasted, yes, you probably want to have something within an hour, but if you're eating at consistent meal intervals and you're having a fairly decent sized pre-workout meal like your boy is, you're totally fine. So that's usually what I'll have. Usually it's going to be around 7 p.m. is when I have that meal, so it's a pretty decent interval. At this point, you'll notice like I'm roughly 2,600 calories, and I'm eating 4,800 calories. Most of my food just comes at the end of the day, and this is actually kind of nice because like number one, like I can focus on work, I can do all the stuff, and I can just like pound food at night. Also, if I'm to say I'm going to go in a cut, what will usually happen is I'm going to keep everything like the exact same during the day, but this last meal will be like, 700 or more calories less. It's just pretty easy for me to change things. So usually I'll have like today, I had a quesadilla, I had more rice cakes, I had another like protein mug cake, and then I had some more fruit, some more pineapple. I love fruit. If the only reason I don't eat more is I just don't want to poop all day. And then I will have another Ninja Creamy ice cream, because again, I love ice cream. If there was one food I could eat for the rest of my life, have no calories, be ice cream, like bar none. And then what else? Then I have like, so basically like I have like a Rice Krispie treat, a cookie, and then I had another protein bar. So that put me right around 4,500 calories for that day. We'll come at 200 pounds the next day. So yeah, my tentative plan right now is to, like, it's getting really hard to eat at this point. Like I do not have like a very good ability to like keep gaining weight. Like I'm only up 1 more pound, and like I don't want to keep eating, but like my coach Paige and I like want to really make sure like I'm up like at least 10 pounds before I diet. Also because I'm still rehabbing my back injury, it doesn't make sense to really cut. That's going to prolong it. So my plan is to gain like roughly a pound per month up until about being 203. And then I will do a cut to get recreationally really lean, because like right now I'm kind of already wanting to do it, but not yet. So overall, I'm really happy with this. And the reality is that a few tips just for you guys watching this. Number one, I eat foods I love every single day. I don't feel like I need to ever binge, because I'm able to incorporate foods that I love into my diet every single day. And I think that if you have you're always like, when's my next cheat meal, or you are not enjoying your diet, I think you're really missing the forest for the trees. And I think that you should have a better relationship with your diet and with food in general, to where you don't feel a need to like have cheat meals and binge eat. You should be able to incorporate foods that you want in moderation every single day into your diet while hitting your protein and micronutrient goals. Second thing is that I have very consistent meal times. Last meal, by the way, is like at like 11 p.m. and I usually go to bed at like 1 a.m. or whatever. But I eat at consistent meal intervals. I don't snack. I don't have like, oh, I'm hungry and I'm going to eat something. Like I have very consistent meal intervals, so I get hungry at those times, and I'm able to be productive and still run a 6-figure coaching business. The last thing is that I respond better to higher carbs than I do higher fats. Why this diet is not very high in fat, because I have a harder time digesting fats, and I really stick to like a low FODMAP diet / a gluten-free diet because of my celiac disease. And that's been really helpful for me, just in general, being able to feel better and actually be able to gain muscle mass and strength and not have all the negative impacts of celiac disease. So that's what a full day of eating looks like. My assumption is that if I'm to get up to 203, I might need to push up to like 47, 48, 800 calories, but that'll happen if it happens. And if that happens, then cool, I'll do it and turn off my brain. But yeah, still pretty happy with how I'm looking in general. I have some days where I'm like, I look a little bit more watery, but that's just a part of the process. And you have to just embrace it and remind yourself that I'm trying to build muscle and have like different lenses for like your cutting physique versus your maintenance physique and your bulking physique. So yeah, hopefully this is helpful. If you guys have any questions, ask down in the comments below. And if you guys are interested in working with me, links are also down below to apply for coaching. So I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.